Hello, people of the internet, board Zach here, and welcome back to yet another YouTube video. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you this custom Lego Ninjago City downtown Monkey Kid City district thing, whatever you want to call this. This is a downtown district for the Ninjago City, basically an expansion to the Ninjago City Lego set, but using some of the new elements from the Monkey Kid sets which just came out. So, I actually had made an unboxing video on those Monkey Kid sets, but I never ended up uploading it because it was pretty boring. But I did get quite a few of them, like the Monkey King, the cargo ship. Come over here, have the food truck, the bull truck, and the bull king back there. So yeah, those are the five sets I have. And if you don't know, the Inferno truck and the Monkey King came with these little buildings, and that was the Panda store and the Pigsy's food store. And when I saw those, the first thing that came to mind was, they reminded me of the city level of the Ninjago City set. Which a fun fact about that is I actually don't have it anymore because I took it apart for MOCs, but after making this, I'm going to be buying another one, which I know, one second, I just noticed something. I know it's not a cheap endeavor these days, but I really kind of need to after making something like this. I noticed something's uneven on this panda, so let me fix that. Sorry, these videos, far from professional, but yeah, there we go. His nose was uneven. But yeah, so you won't be able to see it add to Ninjago City today, but I'm planning on doing more add-ons, and I'm actually probably going to order this set today. So yeah, you'll see that once it's time. But I wanted to go ahead and show off this build because I'm extremely happy with how it came out, and I haven't done something this big in a while, so I was pretty happy it turned out well. So yeah, I don't want to waste any more time, so I'm going to start down here. I'm letting you know now, there's not very much interior to these besides, basically, if you want to see the interiors, just watch a review on the Monkey Kid sets because all my custom buildings don't have interiors yet. I'm going to add some, but there's none yet, so this is more of an exterior look. But down here on the ground level, we have this wooden building here. So it's more of just like a wood building, but we have this flag here, which came from the Chinese New Year dragon race set. So we have those dragons, which I think look really good here, and I put some yellow pieces up here under the little awnings for the windows because I thought it really tied the look together. So you have this gold little accent here, also ties in with this lantern, which is hanging down. There's an overhang. This is inspired by, in the Ninjago City docks, there's a blacksmith shop that has a little overhang on it. And I thought it looked really good. This building, when I was building it, it just looked really boring. And I was like, how can I make this more interesting? And I thought of an overhang. So to support it, there's this golden rod. But I decided to add some detailing to the street beneath it. So there's a little, I guess, I'm not really sure what you would do with this, but it's just a little wheel that you turn. Everything's so stiff on this. It's hard to show stuff off. You got plenty of these little pipe pieces. Yeah, so inside there you can see some of the windows from Ninjago City. I used a lot of parts from Ninjago City, which is kind of why I can't just rebuild the one I have. But like I said, I'm going to buy another one. You can see these crate pieces are used for some detailing in there. And overall, just stuff like that. There's these brick pieces here. These are the nougat ones from Minecraft, and then some of these other ones are just to add some detailing to it. Same up here. Yeah, so that's it for that side. In the alleyway, there's a little window because this is a market shop, so you can see the window in there, and a little barrel. And then over here, this is another shop, and there's kind of like a little in-world explanation for all this, which I'll explain. But this one here uses the same window piece in there, but it's on its side, as you can see here. That's the top of it. Put on its side. Golden railing in front of it. There's some tan detailing down here. Just kind of trying to make this look as interesting as I could. And then more gold accents. This lion head, which I'm not sure where that came from. I've just had that piece for a while. There's a little gutter thing up here, which was mostly to block the piece that holds these in place so you can't see it. And up in there, there's a window. These two parts are meant to be like attics to these little shops, so there's not really anything in here. This one does have a window. You can't really see it, but that is what the tree is coming out of. I have a flashlight. I think I might not. I don't think I know where it is, so I can't show that in super good detail right now, but you'll be able to see it better from the back, so don't mind that now. Yeah, so that is mostly what you can see from the front down here. There's also a clothesline down in there with some shirts hanging on. So yeah, what you can see is the tree that comes out of that window, and also just some plants hanging over. So coming up to the next level, I'll show the back of everything later. We have these railings up here, which I think one of these stickers, like these two, are actually from the Ninjago City docks, I think. But the rest are custom. I used some stickers from the extra sticker pack, like the wrench, clutch drive, and the baker. And then this 4+ Ninja thing was from the Prime Empire sets, the extra stickers. So there's those 3 railings like in the set, but then I didn't really know what to put here because there's not, the way the railings are built in the set, there's not an easy way to make a straight section of them. So I decided, instead of trying to cram one in there, I would put this street lamp, not really a street lamp, this electricity thing from the building set. So I put that in there. I think it looks really good. It's advertising the restaurant that's right behind it, so it makes sense. Yeah, so moving on to the building. So there's a little table out here. This is a really crammed sidewalk. I'm sure you could see that. There's a coffee cup out here and a hot dog, which, as you can see, the hot dog thing, there's sausages on the menu, so it makes sense. The interior in there, like I said, it's just from the set, so if you were really curious about that, just watch a review on the set. So if you don't know the set, basically that's what was of the set, and then I added this door over here, which it just leads in there, and there's, well, I guess the door doesn't want to open, so I'll leave it alone, but there's just another doorway that leads in there. If you're wondering why I'm really not too, like, moving stuff a lot in my MOCs, it's because when I did review at Lego store mock up there, the thing completely fell apart in the middle of the video, and it was annoying, so I try to avoid recreating that. But here we have the sign from the building, and it's actually really cool because there's a lot of these air conditioning units in the Monkie Kid sets, and they use the exact same build that they used for the AC in Ninjago City, so it really helps blend the sets together. The second floor here is an apartment building. It's just one apartment on top of the restaurant. Yeah, so there's just the apartment in there. Once again, just taken from the set. I didn't add any extra detail in there yet. And then there's some pipe up there. Right here is a banner. It's also taken from the Dragon Race. And then there's this lantern in there, red lantern, which those are in a few of them. That was actually hanging on this pole here, but there's also some of them like on the boat, those pieces. It's kind of hard to see since it's tucked into the alleyway. Yeah, so there's that. And there's another flag back there, which you'll be able to see better from the back of the set. And then on top of this building, so there's a little garden up here. So I can explain, because there's also a greenhouse in this building, so these two stores are kind of hand in hand. This is a restaurant and a retailer. They both grow a lot of plants because, like I said, there's a tree coming out of here. It's where they harvest a lot of the stuff for the food. And then this market down here sells mangoes, which is also here. This store sells items made out of the plants. Basically one big ecosystem. So this restaurant grows some of the same stuff, like this tree down here. They grow some of it up here. Also just a little potted lilac flower, which I'm not really sure what that's there for, just for look decorations. And then another one up here, which has a little peach sticker on it. That's from the set. And then an advertisement for the shipping company where they ship out their food. Basically letting everyone know we're partnered with this company. A little bit of a white awning here that leads out. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory stuff here. So moving over to the panda shop here. So this is also the front taken straight from the set. There's this panda head, but I moved it up so you'll see that. So the sign is taken from the set. I built it a little differently. They wanted you to build it where these things were all jagged, but I think it just looks better, more clean. There's an ATM out here, which there's a feature where if you push this forward, it launches it out. So that's still intact. Excuse me, that's still intact, so you could still do that if you wanted to. Something interesting, and this is the same brand of ATM from the Ninjago City set, and I really like that this one says out of order because the other one's gonna be right down the street. So it's like these two ATMs are competing with one another. Well, this one's out of order, so clearly they lost the battle. Then here's this panda store, open, all the stuff like this, the sign. And this is where the stuff gets custom because this was basically just from the set. I just added the back to it. And then up here is the greenhouse, which you can see there's a lot of glass. There's also a glass on the back. It looks like it's dark back there, but it's actually just because it's all see-through. So there's a tree in there, and then I have two of the bamboo pieces from the Minecraft sets. So they're growing all kinds of plants in there. There's this little extended bit. It looks kind of like a chimney. It's actually only extending because I used the Junior's window piece on the back. So it would look like some more like wider windows. But then if you put this there, it basically covers up the little incline. It's hard to explain now, but you'll see it. And then there's a little meter there just for detailing in the top of that. So yeah, this has the green detailing design. This little design was inspired by another Ninjago City Allen I saw. Not on YouTube though, so I can't credit anybody. And the side over here, the sides are kind of ugly. It's just because you're not going to be able to see it anyway. And here's the top, which is actually my favorite part, the rooftop, because I'm super proud of this roof here. I was just experimenting and it actually ended up working out really well. So there's this light gray edging around the window, and then this black roof up here, which has a bit of a pipe coming out of it. And then there's this gray bit that covers it up. You can see a broom back in there. You'll see more detailing when it gets turned around. There's a lantern here and some roofing. I wanted to make the top of this one black because it's going to be next to Lloyd's apartment and the comic store, which have black roofs. And I kind of wanted to ease it into the more cityscape. And then, like I said, on the other side, I think the docks are going to go there. That's the plan. I might make another custom city, though. I probably will make another custom one eventually. But yeah, and then this one here, you can clearly see the bamboo in there. It's just more growing up into there. And the panda store, which markets this entire building as being a part of that company. So yeah, it's really mostly it for the front of the build. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it around. I don't want to waste any time editing the video. So I'm just going to turn it around. The back is a lot less flattering, I'm just letting you know. So here's the back of the build. So I wanted to show this right away. This is that Junior's piece I was talking about. It's all one big piece. I actually need to find two more window panes. There's not a window here or here, but you can't really tell. So there's also a hair, which is going to get taken out. So the back of this building is really boring, but the back of this one, there's a chair and a lantern so somebody could sit out and look over the canal. There's also a little brown bit where you can easily see the bamboo in there. Over here, there's a window, which you can start to see into the apartment. I put this cloud here, which that was actually inspired by the use of this cloud on the Monkie Kid box. It looks like graffiti to me, and since one of the Monkie Kid kids lives in the apartment, I think it's May, the girl, I was like, okay, that would make sense for her to have a cloud on her apartment as well. There's this little gutter, clearly not in good condition, and there's this curtain and a little awning outside. There's a window on the back of the kitchen, which has an awning and also just a little display piece. Here's another AC unit, and also there's that flag I was talking about, little dragon flag It's only really visible back here. And then this tile here, I believe, is from the docks, but there's not much else detailing here. A little bit that sticks out, but nothing too special. And then my favorite floor level is actually down here, because I put the most detailing in down here. It's kind of weird that I put more detailing into my custom stuff than what was basically given to me, because the official stuff was a lot easier to put into the city, but I had a hard time designing these bottom level buildings because I didn't know how to make them look good, but I think it turned out pretty well. So, sorry I'm breathing heavily. I don't know why I am. I always do that when I make videos. So this was made, I built these pins in here. These are the ones that are just part of the brick, mostly because that's all I could find, because on the other side I could only find Technic ones. But that's because it's going to connect to Ninjago City anyway. There's also one there. But yeah, so showing you back in the alleyway. So there's this little porch out here. It's not really tall enough for anyone to sit on. It's connected to the attic. There's some old shipping boxes and coffee back there, and one of the products from Pigsy's restaurant. Down here, there's a fresh shipment of mangoes, which has just been taken down from some of the trees. And they sell a different little brand. It's these little, I don't know what they are, but they sell them in the New Year's boat set. Also, now you can much clearly see the tree growing out of that window. There's a trash can there, and you can't see both of them, but there's two of the little food things they sell here. Like I said, there's not an interior in there yet. There will be, but not right now. And then this was taken, so this was taken from the Red Sun's Inferno truck set, but it was actually a little, I forget what they're called, putt-putt. The little tuk-tuk, the little cars, like the one in Ninjago City Chase. You'll see it if you look at the set, but I converted that into a boat because I wanted it to be a delivery boat service, so they deliver food as well. Plenty of their food in the back there. You can see Pigsy's little face. Same as in the set, just moved. And then back over here, they have some fish. There's a golden window there. And those log awnings. There's a little railing here, which is holding some fish. One of them fell, and Mo found it. And Mo is Sandy's cat. That big guy over there. It's his cat. He found it. So, it's a lunch for him. There's also, like I said, this little railing, which is at the end of the alleyway, so people in the city can look out over the canal, which is probably a really nice sight. Down here in the water, there's this little rock. I wanted to break up the monotony a little bit. There's this little rock with the lily pad. So, I made this part to perfectly match up with the edge of Ninjago City, because it's going to be over here, but I also know how the docks are meant to connect to that edge, so I made it the exact same over here, so the docks would connect seamlessly to that. So we're going to have a lively little canal back here, even though the back of these buildings don't look that good. The city ones don't look that good either. The docks one, they're meant to be looked at from the back, but yeah. So there's not really much else to say about this. I mean, I think most of it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm really proud of this MOC. I'm going to go ahead and turn it backwards. Yeah, I'm really proud of this creation. I think it's probably my best MOC I've ever made, because it really is mostly custom. I took the small bits here from the Monkey Kids sets, but almost everything else I made myself. 1 second. There we go. So yeah, I think this is a pretty great MOC. I'm really proud of it. Like I said, you'll be able to see this connected in Ninjago City once I order it, which I'm probably ordering it today, so it'll be soon after I build it, which I'll have to find some days off of work to do. Actually, I told you could see the little green food thing. If you just move this out of the way, you can see that there. So yeah, I'm really proud of this. I think it's a great, I just think it's a great MOC. It's definitely my best one. Old time fans know I have made Ninjago City add-ons before. I had a video for one which got deleted because I forget why I deleted it, because I don't really delete videos. And then in the background of the police spider walker thing, you can see my police station in Ninjago City. Those weren't very good though, and I think this is actually extremely good, and I'm really proud of it. So, yeah. I don't really think I should waste much more time. This is already a 20-minute long video. So thank you if you stick with the whole thing, even if you haven't. Thanks for coming by and looking at this MOC. It's really my best work, I think, especially since so many of you are used to just seeing the Minecraft world, which is a completely different kind of creation than this. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you all liked the MOC. I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.